up the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. Welcome to 305 Live. In 30 minutes, yes, in 30 minutes, I will be bringing you live coverage and the official announcement of safety from Jonesboro High School out of Jonesboro, Georgia. Cortez Reading. Yes, Cortez Reading, the talented four-star safety out of the lovely state of Georgia, will be choosing between your Miami Hurricanes, Ole Miss, Indiana, and NC State. The interesting part about Cortez is that Miami kind of had a late push in Cortez recruiting him all along, but they really went forward with his recruitment, especially turning it up a notch because the fact is Miami currently does not have a safety in this recruiting class. They have 4 cornerbacks, very talented to say the least, but they do not have a safety. Miami has had a bit of whiffs here and there with guys like Tamarian Watkins. They had a whiff with Justice Fitzpatrick as well. They had a whiff with Blake Stewart. They also whiffed with Tyreek Green as well. So Miami's hoping to land their first safety in this recruiting cycle. The Canes currently hold the 11th recruiting class, best recruiting class in the country. Got knocked out a little bit after the commitment of Derek Cooper over to Georgia, but Miami's looking to try to get back into the top 10 with the announcement today of Cortez Reading. Again, I really don't know where he's going. NC State has made a really good push. I know he has some relationships within that staff as well. I know Indiana's been doing a good job of pushing him. Ole Miss is the one that people think is odd man's out in this one, but Miami seems to be somewhat of a favorite to land Cortez in this upcoming cycle. I do like Cortez a lot from what I've seen in the video. I'm about to show you the video in about a minute or so, but I want to break down his measurables, okay? As he is listed as 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. He is the 42nd best player from the state of Georgia and is the 27th best safety overall in the country, according to 47 Composites. Now, I do want to say this: the criticisms on Cortez are not his skills; they're actually his weight and height. He's listed as 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. Brian Smith, over from who's on Locked On Knowles, but also participates a lot in Locked On Canes, says that he sees him as a nickel corner, similar to like a Mish Powell type. All right, Mish Powell played safety, but he was a nickel corner for towards the latter end of the season, which I thought was actually the best position for Mish, more so than being a safety. But I do believe that from when I looked in the video, Cortez Reading could play both. He could play both nickel and he could also play safety. I do think he'll be a very solid safety. It's just a matter of gaining weight. He just finished his junior season and he's heading forward and entering his senior season. So once he gets his senior year, another year of development, his physical attributes will grow. He'll get bigger. He'll get more jacked. He'll get faster. And his technique will probably get better as well, as he has another year of high school under his belt. So I won't talk so much. I'll let the video do the talking. All right. As I want to just share my screen and show you the huddle video from Cortez, his junior year. I'm just going to share my screen and then I'm going to transfer it over here. Just quickly click on it. And of course, look at, if you see what I'm seeing, no, because I did not add it to stage yet. I always forget to do that with myself. Let me see if I can make the screen a little bit bigger for you guys. And maybe I could bring it down just a bit. No, I made myself bigger. Let's see over here. No, I took myself off. Okay. Let's go back to, wait 1 second. And nope. Okay, but let me remove back the screen. Sorry guys. I'm trying to give you guys add to stage again. There we go. I was trying to get myself a lot tinier and put myself up, but I guess I could not. That was not the function of how it was able to happen. But if you look at this young man, he's just a beast. Right, as well. I was a believer in when I saw the video. A lot of Miami does have an affinity for football players that have an understanding of their position, and Cortez happens to be one of them. He has good hip movement as well. He has very good technique. Georgia does a fantastic job in terms of their developing their football players. Many of the Georgia football players, Georgia, which is not a big state in terms of population, comparable that to Florida, Texas, and California, they produce a lot of talent that end up playing in the Power Four, and Cortez is going to be one of them. Okay, seeing this video right here. Okay, he's playing nickel right now, and he's just basically blanketing his receiver. Look at that. Receiver has no chance, and he picked that ball off. It would have been a little bit more underthrown. So he's just, like I said, a dynamite football player. Could play press, could play off coverage as well. It follows the quarterback very well. And is able to pick the ball off as well. Again, tackling, he's absolutely a maniac. Look at that solid shot right there. Tackling, absolute maniac. Drops his hips, lowers his shoulder, finishes his tackles cleanly as well. Something not just goes for the hip, but can also wrap up as well. He makes sure that the receiver, the running back, the tight end, whomever he's bringing down to the ground is going down to the ground. Here's him dropping back in coverage. Look at him. Look at those eyes. Sees the quarterback where he's going and is able to assist the defensive back, the cornerback, and break up the pass very cleanly. No pass interference. Very fundamental defense right there. And here he is once again. He's stopping the run. Stays in position. Oh, it goes off to the edge. No one's blocking him. Clean tackle there as well. Running back is really feeling it after that one as well. So again, the talent is there. All right, here he stumbles a little bit, but recovers quite nicely and is able to break up the play, getting in front of the receiver. Once again, the most important thing that I'm noticing in this huddle, no pass interference, no chance to give the referee a chance to throw the flag as well. Again, fundamentally sound, highly intelligent, high football IQ, typical of what Mario wants out of his football players. Guys that are football players, not just athletes, but they are skilled football players, and that's what the staff is looking for. Again, makes a tackle right there cleanly. Here he is once again, drops back into coverage. Okay, but he sees the quarterback take off, takes him down on the zone read. He's right there from his safety position, crashes down, makes a play. I really like this young man. I do think that he will be a major contributor to Miami, whether it's playing nickel, whether it's playing safety. I did say if we didn't get a safety in this recruiting cycle, I do think that we will go to the portal yet again for a safety just to add some depth. But I do see Camden Portis becoming a safety. I heard Seatbelt Waters, Brian Smith, I think it was Seatbelt, he said could be the safety in this recruiting class. I actually think it's Camden. I think Camden Portis, when I saw in the video, the way he tackles, the way he plays the nickel position, I do think that he's much more of a natural fit to go safety. And I do think that Jalen Seatbelt Waters alongside with Brody Jennings will be a dynamic duo in shutting down the boundaries. But nonetheless, I'm looking at more highlights here of Cortez. Look at him, just waits, patient. All right. And is able to avoid being blocked, brings a guy down, fundamental tackling with a shot right here. Okay, that receiver is going, probably remembered it the day after that he got socked. Yeah, first down, but he took quite a shot there by Cortez. Okay, very clean. Could have jarred that ball loose, but good job by the receiver, making sure that he didn't drop the football. Right, there was another pick as well. Cortez, they just cut off the huddle video, crashing down again, makes a tackle. Right here, Cortez, again, bit of nickel coverage there, throws the football, sees before he can get blocked, he picks up the screen, brings the guy down. Just great fundamental football. I like what I'm seeing as well. Guys, feel free to comment. Okay, feel free to comment here on 305 Sports Now, aka 305 Live. All right, I have about another 22 minutes left before I shift it over to the live coverage of his commitment. But I'm really excited. I am truly excited about the recruitment of this young man. I really do think that he is going to be just an absolute baller for the Canes. Okay, as he's going to be well coached as well, being the fact that we do have two defensive back coaches, one for safeties and one for cornerbacks, but they both interchange. Okay, they both interchange and they cross train defensive backs at both cornerback and safety. Right, again, a little bit more here. Again, just want to show you guys the fundamental tackling. Great wrap up right there, not just going for the big hit, but also goes to wrap right here. This is in goal line coverage. Boom, he makes a play, and he is very essential in stopping the touchdown. Again, that was short line. That was a short one right there. Okay, right at the 1 yard line. He was able to very instrumental making the play. Another red zone here. Him in red zone coverage. Watches he just basically keeps his eye on the quarterback as well, avoids the block, and gets his man down. Great job there in the box. Great job staying disciplined as well. Disciplined football, very important. And again, these are huddle videos, like I said. And many of these huddle videos, of course, they're only showing you the positive highlights. Of course, it's just the positive highlights. But I do think that this is who he is. All right, he is again a very talented football player. And again, I do think that he is going to be dynamite. Checking the comments right here. 850 Kane, we need this one, brother. Yep, brother Will. Hold on, let me just put it up there on the screen. 850. I totally agree. I think that Miami is in really, really good shape. I feel very confident about this one as well. I don't see myself going 0 for 3. All right, I whiffed on the commitment coverage of Bryce Perry Wright, and of course the Derek Cooper one as well. Haven't seen any bat signals though, but I haven't been on X yet. I want to see if there's a surprise. Usually, Coach Dennis Smith has a tendency of kind of giving us a little foreshadowing, approximately about 15 minutes, 15 minutes before he actually commits. So yeah, so that's something that that does happen. Let me just check my X really quick before I upload, see if we have any good news. I haven't seen anything. Let me see. Anything from Dennis Smith? Anything from Dennis Smith? And not right now, guys. Not right now. I've not seen anything from Dennis Smith. I'm sure my boy Q from the I Hate Football podcast will send me something. But nothing yet from Dennis Smith. Okay, so maybe he hasn't told the universities that where he's going to go. I haven't seen any crystal balls either land. There's just speculation. Okay, speculation that he is going to be in Miami Hurricane. That Miami's in good shape for this young man. So we'll see how that goes. And that's where we're at this moment. All right. That's where we're at as far as his recruitment goes as well. Again, there has been no real crystal balls being laid out, no Fong bombs or anything like that on the on-3 side of things. But again, the speculation is that Miami is in the driver's seat in good shape to land Cortez Reading. Again, I mean, Miami does need a safety. Right? They do need a safety. And again, this guy does have a lot of upsides. He's a 4-star. Okay. You saw the video. The guy, fantastic tackler as well. Great, stays disciplined, reads zone reads, very good reading the zone read as well. Is able to follow the quarterback and know where the ball is at without committing a pass interference. Very good at assisting his cornerbacks as well. So I'm really excited about this. I do think that Miami, once again, is technically in the driver's seat to land Cortez Reading. So I'm very excited about this, to say the least. But again, even though Miami has had a difficulty landing safeties, they've done very well at corner. I like every single corner and every single intangible these cornerbacks have in this recruiting cycle. I love what I saw from Brody Jennings. I love the speed. That's the one thing I enjoy. I love the speed. Great at man coverage. Okay, something that is very typical of Miami, South Florida athletes. Okay, I love Seabolt Waters. The wide receiver disappears. Okay, the wide receivers disappears as well throughout the process. Then you have Jontavius Wyman, again, a guy we flipped over from Georgia. I like him as well. I like what he brings to the table as well. I like Camden Portis. I like the fact he's so versatile as far as he can line him up in the box. He can make plays. He is your nickel, in my opinion. He is your nickel. If you need to drop him back at safety, I do think that would be a very good thing as well, as they drop him back at safety. So I am pretty excited. Okay. All right. So bat signal is up. All right. So my boy Q just told me the bat signal is up. All right. So the bat signal is up. So that is very good news for Miami, folks. But I don't want to spoil anything. I will give it the 15 minutes that it deserves. And we'll see. Let me see if he's already already arriving at the table. Let me check if I can get it, because let me get this young man some live. He's gonna cover it live. Let's cover it live. So let's see if nope, still waiting 15 minutes. Okay. Najai Wilkins is a young man that is going to be covering the live commitment. I think he's going to cover it live. I'm going to pretty much stream his, because I haven't seen anything from 247. If I can't get it from 247, then we'll go to 247 first. But let me see if I could get it loaded up and ready to go. Okay, at 3:45, we will be taking a short commercial break delivered to us by Fan Outfitters. But what I understand, it's a 247 is the one that's going to be giving us the live stream live. If not, I will be doing the live stream from this young man, like I mentioned. Let's see, where'd he go? Until I lost him too. Right. Okay. Oh, I may have lost it. No. Let me see. Cortez Reading. Let me try this again. No, I have it in my library, so it should work. Okay, it should work. Let me see really quickly if I can find it. There it is. Okay. So Najee Wilkins, he's the one I'm gonna end 15 minutes. Like I said, he's the one that's going to be doing the live. So I'll be simultaneously screening his screen, right, as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, A50 Kane, a little busy here. I think Miami's almost in desperation mode for a safety in this class, and we're willing to outbid other schools, which is probably going to make it sorry for the run on sentence. I know your team. That's fine. That's fine. You're good, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate the comments, man. I appreciate the comments. I'm just rambling, so you can tell I'm a teacher, right? I'm just like rambling right now, waiting for it to be 4. But no, man, we're good. And I can see I can see why, because I know Miami came in a little late, and they were always recruiting him. Don't get me wrong. Like, Miami did offer quite a bit, but as far as I think the phone calls go and the texting goes, I think the gas has been turned up a notch ever since, the loss of Tyree Green and Blake Stewart, and also Justice Fitzpatrick. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Before we go, guys, before we go into the 4 o'clock live commitment, I do want to give you give us a quick shout out to our sponsor, Fan Outfitters. All right, Fan Outfitters. So please get your gear there. Some nice Canes gear, Dolphins gear, Inter Miami Marlins, Florida Pure, Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, etc. Ooh, Miami. I am proud to announce that Fan Outfitters is the official sponsor of 305 Sports Now. With locations in Pembroke Pines, Davie, and Kendall, you can find the latest gear and accessories for all your favorite South Florida teams. Teams like your Miami Hurricanes, your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, Miami Dolphins, Miami Heat, Inter Miami, Miami Marlins, and many, many more. So if you ever find yourself in the Pembroke Pines area, Davie, or Kendall, please stop by Fan Outfitters, the official sponsor of 305 Sports Now. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Fan Outfitters, okay, with locations in Davie, Kendall, and Pembroke Pines. Please get your gear, get your best gear in Miami Hurricanes, Florida Panthers, Miami Heat, Inter Miami, Miami Marlins, etc. Also accessories as well. Like, I bought my coffee thermos of the Miami Heat at Fan Outfitters, located in Kendall as well. So please check it out, guys. I guarantee you will not be disappointed once you walk in. As you saw from the video clip there, they are loaded with merchandise as well. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as we continue on, from what I heard, the bat signal is up. So Cortez Reading is a possibility to be a Miami Hurricane. I don't want to spoil the kid's commitment. I don't know as well what's going on, but the bat signal is up. My boy Q just texted me, guys, from the I Hate Football podcast. Thank you so much for that up-to-date information. I was still looking on X. I couldn't find Coach D. Smith's bat signal, but I'm glad he was able to find the post. All right, so it's a good possibility we will finally have our safety in this class, and it's also good too because that means that Miami will once again be a top 10 class again, according to 247 Sports. I also want to say that I know we've whiffed, and I know there's a lot of concern in terms of the whiffing and the misses that we've had, but I do also want to remind you guys that flips do happen, and we have flipped a couple guys already in this recruiting cycle, Van Spafford and Jontavius Wyman, as I told you. But later on, Miami has flipped guys in December, and even in November, and even December as well. So I do think that is also a possibility as well. So I just want to remind you guys that it's not over. Mario's not stopping. I think Miami. I can't promise you Derek Cooper. I can't promise you Kenya Pepe. I can't promise you Justice Fitzpatrick. I can't promise you Heze Kent, but I do think that you will see some dominoes flip as Miami wins this season. Hopefully Miami wins. Some people are saying 9-3. I think Miami could honestly go undefeated, to be frank with you. I know I'm a little high, but if Miami doesn't blow it this year, they don't have a bad loss where there's turnovers and there's a bad defense, you're going to have your heart attack games, your cardiac games. I mean, it's just going to happen. It even happened with the 2001 team, I'm sorry. They had that scary game in Boston College, and they had a tough victory against Virginia Tech. Even though that team was considered the greatest team to ever step on the football field of all time, they had a couple of games that gave us heart attacks. But I will say, if Miami could come out on top of those and could avoid mistakes in those games, there's no reason why Miami can't literally go undefeated and face whomever they face in the ACC championship game. So, because if you could get past Notre Dame, lucky for us, those are non-conference games. But if you can get past Notre Dame and get past Florida, you're in great shape because you'll be 4-0 for conference play. Because after Florida, it's Florida State. Then the ACC schedule gets turned up a notch, right, as well. Okay, so that's something that is going to happen and is liable to happen, all right, as well. So that being said, man, that being said, I'm really excited about what we're going to see, all right, as well. Okay, let's see. Talk about B. I've known Cortez since I was 11. He told me he's most likely to go to Indiana, but Miami is in the picture. All right, well, we'll see. All right. Okay, I was 11. He told me he's most likely to go to Indiana. All right, well, that's good information. Thank you What if I butcher your YouTube name? Please forgive me. What are you talking in a beat? Please forgive me for that one. If I messed it up, but thanks for the information. We'll see. Like I said, although I heard the bat signals up, that's always means that there's confirmation. I will say this that I will say this that he is a young man whose recruitment has been kind of a mystery because no one knows exactly where he's leading. There's been leads here, leads there, but it has changed a bit. 850 Kane dropping it again. I changed my prediction today after listening to David Lake. I thought 10 wins, maybe ACC championship, but I think we can run it deep into the playoffs now. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid out of funnel. Well, that's a good thing. 850. I completely agree. I do think that that is a truth, and I do think. Sorry, guys. One second. There we go. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Quentin Lockhart. He's coming to the U as well. So that's a good thing. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do things at a different time. The bat signal is for Cortez. Okay. I would bet on it. And Sano. Yeah. If it's a bat signal, Cortez is the most vocal commit today that's going on. More than likely, unless there's a surprise, more than likely it's going to be for Cortez Reading. Okay. So that's pretty much what's going to be going on. Sorry, guys. I'm doing different things. Different as while I'm on here. So that's pretty much where I'm at the moment as far as what I believe is possible that is going to happen. Okay. The fact of the matter is that I do think that Cortez Reading more than likely is going to be a Miami Hurricane. We will certainly find out in 9 minutes. Okay. In 9 minutes, we will find out whether or not Cortez Reading is a Miami Hurricane, as it is 3:50, actually 8 minutes now, as it is 3:52. Okay. So I am excited for this. This is something that's very good that's going on. I'm very excited to see what happens in the next few minutes, as I do think that your Miami Hurricanes are going to have a safety. That's my prediction. I do think that I do think that Miami is in good position to land him. Let me see. Cortez is a solid safety if he stays there. Yeah. I honestly think that he will stay there. I honestly think that. I heard nickel for him. I do think that's Portis's position. I mean, you can play both. I mean, you can have him as a hybrid. I mean, it's not something that has to be set in stone. I mean, like I said, they do cross train defensive backs. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's where I think that he will stay as safety, just for depth purposes, unless we pick up somebody in the portal, or unless somebody just happens to be a better safety in the 2027 cycle. That could be something, and when they're ready to play. But I do think that at the moment he is a safety. All right. Again, he's very good at safety. He has great instincts as a safety. But again, he could also play. He could also play a nickel as well. He's great in the box too. You could play him in coverage. Okay, in deep coverage, you can play him in coverage. You can play him in man coverage as well, or also just play him out deep, cover 2 or cover 1, whatever the case would be. Or you can lock him inside and running situation, and the running back is toast. Okay, stuck like Chuck. Right. It's one of the things that I wanted to address. Right. So that being said, it's about 7 minutes away till we have a live commitment from Cortez Reading. Okay, let's see if he's good enough to play DB, and in the end, he's absolutely good enough to play at Miami. They know their DBs. Yep, I agree. 850 Kane, bringing it solid, man. I love it. Okay, I love it. Bringing it solid. I love it. I'm very happy about that. I love it. Okay, so that's something that I am very, very excited about as far as things go. All right, I'm very excited about this, to say the least. So we got about 5 minutes before it is time. Miami has 4 defensive backs that are all corners committed in this recruiting cycle. We need that one safety. Okay, we've had a lot of misses. Let's hopefully be able to land a few in this ordeal, in this process. Okay, as well. So again, let me see if I can once again be able to pick up 247. All right, 247 has not. All right, has not as of yet. Let's see if I can get in there. Loaded up the live stream for the Cortez Reading commitment. Don't know if they're going to do that last minute. As well, because I like it to be 247, since they are going to be the one interviewing him. But if not, again, I will go with the young man, of which I have seen. Let me go back to CBS Sports College Football. They're the ones that fund 247. Let's see if I can get live latest. Okay. Okay, and I see nothing here for. Yeah, I see nothing here for Cortez Reading. I only see Tufana Ionatana, okay, and I only see Elijah Golden as well. I have not seen anything for, and I heard it was going to be on here, so I guess it's going to be the young man I was talking about who will be airing his live commitment. So go to his channel. I'll be going to his channel, and I will be again going with it. Let me see. Again, where's home? The young man Najee Wilkins is the one who is doing the coverage, and he will start his coverage at 4 p.m. Okay, so you guys, he'll start his coverage at 4 p.m. and I will be broadcasting it simultaneously with YouTube as well, so we can get an idea where he's going. Okay, and from what I've seen, all indications are pointing to Miami. Quinton Lockhart. There's not one quarterback on our schedule that compares to Carson's 12-0, 11-1 book it. Yeah, Quinton, I feel the same way. Again, if we don't drop the ball, I mean, obviously, you know, seasons change and teams improve and so on, but I just can't see on paper at the moment any team really beating Miami. If Miami can get past Florida and Notre Dame, both at home, both at night, where Miami has the advantage, I don't see where Florida State could beat Miami. Louisville is going to be played here. I think Stanford is a home game as well. Virginia Tech is a game that does concern me, and Pitt, but I think that we're more capable of taking on Pitt this time around than we were Mario's first year, where Miami just wasn't there yet. I think Miami right now, if Pitt wants to go into the mud, which they do, they like that rough physical defense, and they also like rough physical defense, and they also like, you know, to run the ball down your throat as well. I think Miami can hang. That being said, Miami can hang. All right, let's see. Wadi, I'm gonna call him Wadi. Miami is G bro. Okay. Chris Lee, 787, 12-0. And my chat is messing up. So okay, Wadi. All right, awesome. Miami is going 10-2. That's his prediction. I respect it. Let's see. Last year, I predicted 9-3, won 10-2. Chris Lee, all right, as well. I predicted 10-2 last season. We actually did finish 10-2. Not the 10-2 we wanted. I predicted 10-2 with an ACC championship berth. A couple of tough losses at the end of the season to Syracuse and Georgia Tech kind of thwarted those chances. But I do think, conservatively speaking, Miami could be 10-2. There's going to be two tough games that Miami may drop, but I do think overall Miami should go 12-0. I'm sorry. With the depth added at the defensive back position, with the running back depth, the offensive line, the experienced quarterback should help with the inexperience of the wide receivers as well. So with the inexperience, I know the wide receivers might be slight inexperiences, but Carson Beck is very experienced. We have a lot of talent at wide receiver. We have talent. We have some experience with tight end, Elijah Lofton. Brock Schott's a beast from what I've heard at practice as well. A running back room, our offensive line. We have two guys that are going to get drafted within that line three. We count the center as well. One is a first-round pick in Maui Noah as well. I don't see how Miami can't go undefeated. That's just me. I can't see how Miami can't go undefeated. But I do think Miami will have two tough games, and that's where your 10-2 might lie. But I do think if Miami doesn't fumble the ball around or doesn't mess around, you know, I think Miami could pull those tough games off. That's just me throughout the game. Let me check on Najee. Okay, in about 1 minute it will start, and then we will go live with the Cortez Reading commitment. Let me start setting it up. Last year, Chris Lee predicted 10-2. Let's see what happens here. Just gonna share my screen over here. I think Najee's the dude. All right, Najee's the dude. He's 49 seconds away from announcing his commitment. We'll see what Najee says. We'll stop, let him explain himself a little bit, and then we'll go with where a Cortez Reading is going. Okay, talent wise. Okay, Joseph Daxton. Like, thank you guys for all the participation. I love these late participations as well. Talent wise, 12-0. Coaching will be 10-2, possibly 9-3. I hope you're wrong, Joseph. I hope you're wrong. Last year really wasn't. I mean, situationally, you can make that case. The defensive coordinator last year was atrocious. Lance Guidry made a lot of mistakes. Even from what I even heard, had to take on the defensive back coach position several times from Chevis Jackson. That's just conversation I heard on the side. And the Syracuse game, you could have ran the ball a little bit more. Shannon Dawson to kill clock. That way we don't have a situation like what happened where Syracuse had time to catch up. We could have ran the ball a little bit more to kind of like wear off their momentum, and that I understand. But if our coordinators call a good game, a solid game, I don't see how Miami can't win. Mario's the CEO, and he proved that last season. Everyone thought that he was too controlling of the offense. That was a narrative that he had, that he's just way too controlling of the offense. But he proved last year he's the CEO. Shannon Dawson ran his system the way he wanted to run it with Cam Ward. And recent interview with Alex Dano, Mark Cristobal also said that Carson Beck does have autonomy within the offense. And I do, and of course, you know, I think Heatherman is the right fit based upon what I've seen and from what I've heard and the development of the players. I think Heatherman is that dude. I also like, again, the pieces we've added at defensive back. I think it's going to be very, very, very surprising how good Miami's defense is going to be. And I do think we will score around the same. Last year it was like 41 points a game, I think it was. I think we'll be in the high 30s because I do think Miami will be, in terms of situational football, they'll force more turnovers, which will mean a shorter field, which will lead to more touchdowns. So that's my take on it. But we will be more balanced than we were last year. I don't think we're just slinging as much as we did this year. Okay, let's see what. Okay, let's see. I hope I'm wrong. With all respect, Mara has to get his AC championship and a playoff appearance, or he is what he is, in my opinion. All right, that's a fair point, Joseph. I respect your opinion. Listen, man, Butch went through it. Okay, now Butch was an experienced coach. Mario this is his third coaching job. But Butch went through it, man. Until Butch could win a big one, the fan base did give Butch Davis a hard time for a while. Okay, nothing yet as far as the live coverage goes. I'm trying to see. Let me shorten my screen a little bit on my end. Let's see and hide here. Trying to see where's home. Okay, as far as the Cortez Reading, we just added another safety from Utah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, just add another safety from Utah. The low. Let me see. Okay, safety from Utah. You see what's going on here. Trying to go to my X here. Let's see, and right. Again, I see the bat signal now, right, as well. But nothing yet from Brighton Allen. Okay, so we added a safety. So that's good. Okay, is that him? Brighton Allen? Okay, we added a safety from Utah. Brighton Allen has just joined Miami. So welcome to the U, Brighton Allen. That's the case. Welcome to the U, Brighton Allen. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Nothing yet on my end, my social media end. I did see the bat signal, though. Nothing yet. I have not seen anything lined up so far. Whereas home, nothing yet. Still waiting for the commitment announcement. So Brighton Allen, welcome to the U. All right, welcome to the U, Brighton Allen. Very happy to hear that as well. Jay Singh, thank you so much for the news. Still waiting as well. Okay, for the commitment, see where he goes. I'm just waiting for the live feed to start, to be honest with you. In this regard, check somewhere else. Maybe it's on. Okay, let's see if I can find his commitment. Somewhere else, maybe. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just want to see if they're doing any reports. But apparently, originally, 247 was supposed to have the commitment announcement of Cortez Reading. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. All right. Okay, so it's the same thing. I'm seeing. Right. So again, 247 is not covering it, as mentioned earlier. So again, we're just waiting for for Cortez Reading to start and to begin. Again, for those of you just joining us, we are waiting for the commitment of Cortez Reading, where he's going to be going. As you could tell by the graphic there, the thumbnail, brought to you by Nigel Wilkins. Okay, it is a battle between NC State, Ole Miss, Indiana, and the U. All right, so that's what we're waiting for right now, to see what happens, to see where he goes. All fingers are pointing to the U. All right, they're pointing to the University of Miami, as well. So we are 62 waiting as well. Nothing yet. I don't know if Najee's in the site yet. If Cortez is at site yet. We'll see what goes on. So still waiting for his commitment announcement. I'm still waiting. Okay, we're still waiting for him to come in. Thank you. There's 54 of you watching the channel. Thank you so much for all those that have participated in the chat as well. I'm very excited for that to happen. Okay, very excited to see if I can get imagery or confirmation on Mr. Allen. Nothing, man. Nothing at all. All right, as well. Okay. All right, so we'll just wait for this to happen for Brian Allen to. I'm sorry, not for Brian Allen. Forgive me. For Cortez Reading to jump in. All right, as I mentioned, Miami's getting, if they do land him, and all signs are pointing in that direction, we'll see what happens. You're getting a solid tackler, right, as well. Actually, I never went over his stats. That's the one thing I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, if you didn't see my previous episode, my Possible Kane segment on Cortez Reading, according to Wolfpack, PackInsider.com, which is an NC State-based recruiting platform, recruiting blog. He had 118 tackles this year, right? 118 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 3 interceptions. That's the reason why I say he is an amazing tackler. 118 tackles from the position of safety. That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. And then the 6 tackles for loss, I thought were a good thing as well. They didn't list that he had an interception, but I saw a pick 6 in the huddle video. I wonder if that probably got called back, but it's still a pick 6. So that's probably what ended up happening in that video. Again, I didn't see any Jonesboro games. So I am excited about this. I'm just waiting for something here, to start. So hopefully, again, we'll be bringing you the coverage once it begins. As far as it goes, a lot of people are really much pointing the direction of the Miami Hurricanes. Again, waiting for Najee to start. Again, bringing it to you live here on 305 Sports Now, aka we are in 305 Live. Okay, you're 305 Live at this moment, waiting for the commitment announcement of Cortez Reading. Okay, Cortez Reading as well. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. How about the U, George Brown? So about the U, right? About that green and orange, man. Bit of fans that can remember 1987. My first game I ever saw was when Miami bluffed Florida State 27-0. I haven't forgot that game either. Veteran safety added to the roster from Utah. Okay, yes, thank you, Quentin Lockhart. Thank you so much for bringing that up as well. We're still waiting now for our commit from Jonesboro. Hopefully, will be a commit from Jonesboro High School over in the just about a few miles off of Atlanta, from what I'm mistaken, driving distance from Atlanta. So again, Georgia puts out very good football players as well. A lot of talk, while we're waiting, I'm just going to go off it a little bit in the conversation a little bit, since I'm pretty much in a position where I have to be in a tangent at the moment. You guys know I am straight to the point. My interviews are long, okay? And when I have a partner with me, we can go pretty long because we just chat about football. But when I'm alone, I'm pretty short and straight to the point. But I do want to mention about I have heard from a lot of you regarding the loss of South Florida talent going to other schools, but it's going around all over the place too. It's not just in South Florida. My buddy Q said that now what is national is now local, because with the advent of social media, huddle videos, and so on, scouting has changed. And although I believe we need to lock down the South Florida talent, because we do have a lot of good players here in South Florida, the recruiting landscape with NIL and has really changed. The way the game is, the way the way recruiting is done now, the way the game is played. And this has been a very weird year for recruiting, as although Miami has got Florida players, okay, Samara Wingo being one of them, a lot of them are not from really South Florida. You got, guys from the northern part as well. Our top offensive lineman recruit is from Nixa, Missouri. Everyone thought that the local school will do whatever it took to keep him, and that wasn't the case. Okay, as Missouri really felt like was never really in for the Jackson Cantwell sweepstakes. It was basically a Georgia Miami battle through and through. As well, also I believe another one I would say would be Oregon was another one that was also in play as well. Okay, Heart of Sports. What's up, 305? Great content, my boy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for chiming in. So yeah, as well. And then Samari Wingle's like from St. Augustine. Okay, and then you have, although Camden Portis is a legacy, he's from North Carolina. He plays out of North Carolina, even though he is a legacy Miami Hurricane. So we are getting guys from all over the place as far as recruitment goes. I mean, recruiting is now national, man. It is what it is. And if you get Tristan Keys is committed to LSU, but he's from Mississippi. All right, he's actually from Mississippi. To say the least. So even though he's committed to LSU, Louisiana, he's from the state of Mississippi, which would generally mean like Ole Miss territory or Mississippi State territory as well. So yeah, that's it, man. And James Johnson, okay, James Johnson, another one. James Johnson is from Jersey, Fort Myers, plays at Northwestern, Georgia, now Texas. Okay, see Joseph. Joseph, I just want to say thanks for the attention to the chat and commenting, interacting with. No, not a problem, man. A lot of channels ignored that chat. You just got. Oh man, thanks, Joseph. I really appreciate it. Listen, man, I would be very honest with you, and this isn't just cliche. I don't have a show without you guys. All right, and the reason why I go towards Kane's content so much is because that's what you guys like to watch, and that's where I get the most interactions from, and that's why I give you guys what you want, and that's Kane's content. So I really appreciate it. I try to interact with all of you. Everybody is important. You're important to the show. You're important to the growth of the show. And that's why I do this. Okay. I'm having a great time as well. This is a lot of fun as well. And it's a lot of fun playing the waiting game on, it's 412 and we still haven't heard yet from Cortez Reading. All right. This is a conversation. You think Miami should be Notre Dame based on talent. Okay. Notre Dame is
Shop Granger.
Here we go.
Talk shop for your shop. 1 million industrial grade products backed by 24/7 customer support. Granger for the
I will go silent. I just hope there's no 30-minute speech from a coach. That's the only thing I don't want. All right.
Each and every one of you, they show support. And I'm like, no, Mike, can you all hear me? Okay, first I want to, thank you all for the support for my team. This is real special for me. I didn't have Cortez when he was a freshman. I tried to get him out there. I see the talent that he had, but he came out there and just started over here and didn't even know how to back up or what else. But the hard work that he put in, you see where he started from, and where he is going. I always said this about Cortez. He's a pro. The way he approaches the game, and his leadership. I just want to say I love you, for you, anything you need. And I just want to say thanks, Mom, for letting me coach your son. And like I said, he got his seal was unlimited. And we're going to get that help.
Yes, sir.
Wilkins, go subscribe to his channel. I'm using it, but go subscribe to Najee Wilkins' channel.
All right, good evening, everybody. Coach Domo, I want to say we've been through a lot together, the long road trips, all the late night training. Same way with his brother, he gravitated towards me. I told him from day one when he was still playing basketball in the gym right here, come play safety, you'll be a 3-star, 4-star. Look here today, all his accomplishment, over like 50 offers can choose anywhere he want to go. Ms. Rashida, thank you for still trusting in me. Being family to me. So we always got your back. Like Coach Brooks said, the sky's the limit. You ain't reached your full potential yet. So that's the amazing part. Keep being that leader that you are. We know you're going to do good at whatever school you pick. And as a community, keep on supporting him. Keep pouring inside of him. And, hey, we're going to have a banner somewhere up here one day with his jersey. So congratulations. And, we still working, all right? So appreciate you.
I want to give thanks to God first. First of all, I like to give thanks to God. And my village. It's been a journey. And I want to thank God, thank my village. I would like my village to stand up. My aunties, my uncles, my mom, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, everybody that played a part. My brothers out here, my sisters out here. I want to thank y'all, everybody for stepping up. Thank y'all for being a one call. That's all the coaches. I had to go out to y'all because it takes some village to raise these boys and girls. And I thank y'all. I thank everybody that played a part in Cortez's life. And I thank God most of all. Because without him, I wouldn't have made it. And Cortez wouldn't have made it. And I thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So welcome to Cortez Reading's live commitment, man. Before we obviously start handing the mic over to Cortez, man, I've been knowing Cortez for a long time. Obviously since he's been, in high school, man. He has a great family, obviously great coaches around him. He is a special person both on and off the field, man. So next team that he's going to, you guys are getting something special, not just the player on the field, but also the man off the field. Take care of himself, his family, always looks out for others, man. It's a special person you're getting, whoever obviously he chooses. So I just want to say that today, me hosting the commitment, I'm Najee Wilkes, for those that don't know me, but I appreciate Cortez being loyal. I know he could have went with somebody else to host his commitment, but I appreciate him being loyal and obviously allowing me to do it.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out, all my coaches, all my family members. Thank y'all for being here to support me, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, my mom. I wouldn't be half of what I be without her. She created this person right here, so I give all hats to her. Mr. Lowe, Ms. Busy, just thank y'all for everything that y'all do for me, taking me in, just doing everything for me. I can't ever replace y'all. I won't ever stop loving y'all. My godparents right there, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for everything. Always being there for my mom, supporting her. Thank y'all so much. My grandma, my aunties, my grandma, thank you so much for everything you do for me. And like I said, all y'all, thank y'all for coming out to support me and everything that y'all do for me. I couldn't be more appreciative for all y'all coming out. But I wouldn't be nothing without God. So God created this. I give all glory to him. Thank him for giving me this chance of a lifetime that a lot of people don't get to get. And he blessed me with this opportunity. So with that being said, after my senior season, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to University of Miami.
Yes! Welcome to the U. Yes! Welcome to the U! Welcome to the U.
Cortez, congratulations on the commitment to Miami. For you, what was it about the Hurricanes that made that feel like family that you wanted to go down there?
The coaches, the atmosphere, the coaches, the vibes that you get from being down there, the coaches, how much they believed in me. Everybody else on the staff, how much they just show me they care about me outside of football. I just feel like you got to find somewhere for yourself to be comfortable at if football goes wrong. Is there people out there that care about you? Can you see yourself living there? I've seen all those things in Miami and they have a legendary resume of DB, so why not go be a part of their resume or be better than that resume?
Let's talk about that real quick, if you don't mind, Cortez. A lot of great players come to there. Sean Taylor, legendary players, Ray Lewis. What does that mean to you that you could be the next one in line, potentially, obviously, another great player to come through there?
It means a lot, of course. Like I said, just give our glory to God for giving you the chance to even be in that predicament, to even be that chance to go down there and play football. But like I said, it means a lot to me because knowing that I have the skill set to be a part of them, and potentially, and it's always my goal to be the best person to ever go down there and play the defensive back position.
Talk about your relationship just real quick, Cortez, with Zach Etheridge, obviously the DB coach down there. What was that like, man, just doing the bond with him?
With Coach Zach and Coach Will, they both been recruiting me way before they got to Miami. So They've been recruiting me way before they've been there since he was at Houston, and Kozak was at Auburn, and Coach Will was at Florida. They just always been recruiting me. So when they got to Miami, we already had a bunch. So like I said, it was a no-brainer. I always knew them was the guys I wanted.
Now, the question everybody want to know, man, you're joining, obviously, your Jonesboro brother down there, John Tavius Wyman. How special is that? Y'all go out y'all senior year, and y'all going to be down there in December, obviously, to lace up the cleats again with your bro for 3 more years.
It means a lot, of course. Everybody know what we did in high school. Everybody know what, like, we're doing for Jonesboro. It means a lot what we're doing for Jonesboro to bring it back. Like I said, we started a legacy. He know he my boy. He know we with each other every day. As my real brother outside of football. Football ends, we can quit. That's still my brother outside of this. We locked in forever. So it means a lot to go do something with somebody that I love, somebody that I've been around with. So I'm just happy that we can go do this together and change our family's life together forever.
Last two, and I'm gonna let you go. Talk about, obviously, obviously talk about the culture in Miami, right? Talk about how special it is for you to just not only come for yourself, but come for the city.
It means, like I said, my whole support system, they all believed in me. They always told me that I'm special. I can go do something. So it always been my goal to change my mama's life and my family life. So why not? I always felt that it should be me to do it. So just having this support system makes you want to go 10 times harder.
100%. Last thing, what's your message to, obviously, Hurricane Faithful? What are they getting a player like you?
Like I said, a young man who willing to learn, who ready to work, who ready to come change the program and just build something special. And I can't wait to get down there.
There y'all have it, man. Cortez Reading, officially committed to the Miami Hurricanes. Give a round of applause.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Najee Wilkins, and that was his channel. So if you're fans of Georgia football, please subscribe to his channel. Thank you so much for letting a couple of us on here. I saw somebody else was on there too as well. So a lot of you did start commenting as well. I'm going to get to your comments right now because I had it myself as full screen. Okay, so it seems to be conversation between Jallo and Joseph Daxton. You think Miami based on talent, and the U is more than a team. We're a family. Just ask, okay? Jallo, Notre Dame is young and unproven at quarterback. Our defense will feast, and any toughest game, in my opinion, will be Florida and DJ Lagway. I agree with you to some extent. I just think that, Joseph, I do think that if Miami could keep it 3rd and long, Miami's in good shape because then the quarterback is going to have to try to win the game with his arm. But they have a very tough and physical running back. So I think if you keep it 3rd and short, our defensive line will soften up or get tired, because of the physical play. So if you can make it 3rd and long situations, that quarterback is going to have a lot of issues in the game. All right, Jallo, Miami. Let's see. I like this, man. You guys are battling back and forth. Has a 73+ blue chip ratio, and Miami has 64% ratio. I believe Miami will win, but because of the team and roster building, Mario has done. All right, so yes, Antonio Costa, yes, I'm very excited as well. I did a cheer. I'm 1-2, guys. All right, so I was hoping I didn't want to go 0-3. Welcome to the U. Cortez Reading, awesome. Miami has 2 safeties. All right, Miami has 0 now. 2 safeties, as told. We added one from Utah as well. Let's see. It's all about the U. George Brown and love, peace, happiness, the U. All right, as well. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is awesome. Okay, I'm very happy about that. Miami finally has a safety as well. Jonesboro High School, just outside of Atlanta. Jonesboro, Georgia. Cortez Reading. I do agree from what I saw in terms of his post-commitment speech. He is a young man that is going to pretty much dominate, all right, as far as things go. Okay, as far as things go. So I'm excited about him. I think he will play safety. I don't see him at nickel. I think that's going to be Camden Portis' position, unless you want to bring him down on the box, whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is, they got a guy that could cover, got a guy that could tackle, got a guy that could pick ball, has good hands to pick the ball off as well, and could take it back to the house as well, and also not leave his cornerbacks high and dry, as he will get there in time to break up passes. And most importantly, good hit movement, very disciplined, lack of penalties. Those are also very important as far as it goes. I'm excited to see his progression, his senior season in high school at Jonesboro. I'm excited to see him put on the cleats and put on the helmet with that U brand, all right, on the side as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be leaving it room for some more comments as well. Just to let you know, I'm still working on having Dante from Q Sports Media. He had something come up Tuesday evening, so he wasn't able to come on the show. I will try to have some guests online for next week as well. We'll see how that goes, and I'll make an announcement about what I'll be doing next week. I will be and that leads me to today. One more. I will be. Hold on. What is this? What is this nonsense? Right here. There we go. I will be going on a couple podcasts tomorrow. We'll be going on a couple podcasts. Let me see before I move anything. My dog. I think my wife just got home. I will be going on a couple podcasts tomorrow. And for those of you who know, I'm also a wrestling fan. I don't cover wrestling on the show, but I am a wrestling fan. And I will say the fact that I know he's controversial, but and things towards the end of his career, he made a lot of mistakes that has caused a lot of controversy. But I will say that when I was a kid, I was born in 1980. I'm turning 45 years old. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I got to get these in. All right, Quentin, it's a hurricane thing. Awesome. Fantastic commitment. Awesome. As well, when I'm turning 45 this upcoming Wednesday. And I will say that when I was growing up, this was the dude, man. I was a huge Hulk Hogan fan growing up. And I just want to focus on today on the accolades. If you are Gen X, like I'm the latter end of Gen X, if you are Gen X, and if thank you 850, I agree, amen. He gave his life to Jesus. If you're a Gen X and or what they call an elder millennial, you got into wrestling because of Hulk Hogan. You may have been a Savage fan later on in the future. You may have turned your attention to Stone Cold or The Rock, but the bottom line is, though, this is the guy that got you through the door of wrestling. Before Hulk Hogan, wrestling was a niche in territories. And he, with the vision of Vince McMahon, another controversial figure, took wrestling to an unbelievable level. I remember some of the best memories see my dog. Some of the best memories growing up with my father were going to see wrestling matches. And I remember my father got us, pretty close. It wasn't the front. It wasn't across from the ring, but it was nearby the entranceway at the Miami Arena, the then Miami Arena. That's where WWE, WWF before used to have all their events. And I remember them coming out, and there was a yeah, man. Yeah, I'm like the tail end, bro. But yeah, man, I love my generation. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I remember, and this is a true story. This isn't me making up. This isn't, I remember going to see Hulk Hogan. I had, my Hulk Hogan t-shirt, and I remember him come out. I was 8 years old, just a little older than my son. And I yelled, Hogan! And he made eye contact with me. And he did his, and that meant a lot to me. 37 years later, I still haven't forgotten that. So, and he's an individual. Again, I followed the NWO. I remember the match with Rock as well, that, for me was, he exited, the way WCW ended was horrific, but his comeback to WWE with bringing back the NWO and that match with Rock over in Toronto, that was Hulk Hogan. That's the Hulk Hogan I remember. And that's the Hulk Hogan I still like to remember. I don't want to focus on the negative. I know that, he's controversial, but at the end of the day, this was a huge part of my childhood. And celebrity deaths don't really rock me this way. Okay. The only ones that have really rocked me, I will say, is Stan Lee. I'm a comic book guy. But Stan Lee. Another one that rocked me pretty hard as well was Matthew Perry, because I was a Friends fan, but his death being so all of a sudden was huge. Chandler from Friends, and of course Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman the animated series for such a long time. So those were the deaths that really rocked. And this one, it was a rough week. All right, Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show, that was shocking as well. Died in a drowning accident. Ozzy Osbourne, and now you have Hulk Hogan. So for me, that's tough. So I will be on a couple of podcasts tomorrow. I will be on FTSN Network with Bobby at 5 p.m. tomorrow. He's going to have a few podcasts come in and give like a few minutes of their take on how they felt about the death of Hulk Hogan. And I'll be on with Adrian of the Rainy Day Podcast, who's hosting his wrestling show, tomorrow at 1. And I'll be on talking about him as well as far as his death goes. So, and that rocked me. But I just want to say that's all I really wanted to say about Hulk. And again, my condolences to his family. It was he died of a heart attack, cardiac arrest. I'm fixing my screen here. Cardiac arrest. So I just wanted to mention that as far as things go. I'm trying to fix my screen here. Just giving me. I'll just leave it as is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but all in all, we do have a new safety. We finally got ourselves a safety. Right, finally got ourselves a safety, and very happy about the commitment of Cortez Reading. Got a good one, guys. Over 118 tackles his junior year. Can't wait to follow his senior year. Can't wait till he puts pen to paper in December as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. Top 10 class. Everybody, thank you so much. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the show. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for all your kind comments. Thank you so much for all the participation. Your daddy, Quentin Locke. Yes, your daddy. It's his name. Your daddy, I love peace, happiness. Quentin Lockhart, George Brown, Antonio Acosta, Joseph Daxon. Thanks so much for your follow. Jalo, Heart of Sports, all of you, Jay Singh, all of you guys. Missed anybody? Please forgive me. But thank you so much for your participation. Had a great time doing this podcast as well. Can't wait to see you guys on next week as well. Everybody, God bless you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. God bless. Go Canes. And once again, congratulations to Cortez Reading for picking the Miami Hurricanes, and congratulations to Mark Cristobal, his coaching staff as well, Corey Heatherman as well, Etheridge and Harris as well. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. Go Canes, guys. How about you?